Our next speaker, my former roommate from Brooklyn, Levy, first name Mark, Vietnam, Cambodia, 70, class is 70, and was 69 and 70. He was with the 1st to the 7th. He's been decorated not once, he was decorated once for gallantry, not once, but twice for valor. He was court-martialed, not once, but court-martialed twice. And he's staying over at my house tonight. And his work has been published in various online print journals, most recently in Chronogram and Counterpunch. Please welcome my former roommate, Levy.
I'm going to read two pieces. One is from a film that I wrote called The Real Deal. It's used as a teaching tool in high schools and colleges. It's about 4 minutes long, straight prose. There's a lot of profanity in it because that's kind of the way, that's the language of combat. I actually read this at the Bowery, on the Bowery in New York about 10 years ago. Anybody here from New York knows Ellie Covan? I read it there, and people just looked at me, and I thought I was crazy. Hecklers. You need to know that FNG means fuck a new guy, I said to the audience. An unexpected titter followed. Why are they laughing? An FNG was someone new, didn't know the ropes could get you killed. Someone chuckled. Hey, I said, looking into a pocket of shadow. You ever kill anyone? Ever held someone shot, blood gushing, you count the heartbeats, see bones splintered like cut wood, tendons and raw muscle brilliant in fresh air? You ever see that? Silence. Well, I did, on my first time out. It was friendly fire. Morton and Johnny B up on a hill spotted dinks in a gully, opened up with the machine gun. Down below, Lieutenant Gill calls for aerial support. Loach comes in, light observation chopper, rips into Johnny B with 7.62 slugs. The bullets tore into his shoulder, burst out the armpit. They got both legs, too. Not us, the lieutenant yells into the radio telephone. Them, he says, pointing to the ravine. Pete throws a red smoke to mark the trail. Hit the fucking smoke, the lieutenant shouts. Doc, get up there, he says, pointing to the hill. I run up and straddle Johnny B's belly. Johnny B, you believe in Jesus? I say. You believe in Jesus? His brachial artery is busted, his legs are mangled, and Johnny B is screaming. Pete, give John a cigarette, I yell, packing the wounds with gauze that burns bright red. Of course, the radio man shrieks, Cobra gunship coming in, get your fucking heads down. Pete lights one up, goddamn Cobra gunship power dives, rolls in, that's Luch's partner. Spitting steel from miniguns, 40 Mike grenades, pumping rockets right over us. The smoke corkscrews from the engines like white thread gone crazy. You believe in Jesus? For Christ's sake, John, stop screaming. Here, I say, here's a fucking cigarette. His hands shake so hard, we shove it in his mouth. Pray with me, John, I hear a strange voice shouting. Come on, we're gonna pray to fucking Jesus. For Christ's sake, Doc, give me a fucking morphine, he hollers. So I take one out and stab him. Pete, tell Johnny's going home. Tell him only one morphine, the medevac's coming in. Come on, Johnny B, I yell. Stop shaking and pray. How is he, Doc? Pete says. We're dragging him down to a crater. I say, he's gonna be all right. The bandages are bright red and heavy. You're gonna be all right, Johnny B. I whisper. The lieutenant yells to Corson, "Get a medevac in here. Till battalion, we killed 5. 10 minutes later, we hear the chop-chop whirly tune, see the Red Cross steel belly. Dust and dirt swirls over us. They kick out a litter. Hold still, Johnny B, I shout. Pete, help me lift him. We wrap John up good and tight, snap the D-ring wench to the stretcher, wipe the crud from our eyes. The helicopter hovers 20 meters overhead. Its prop wash throws down engine fumes. Dirt and pebbles spin up from the crater. My hand cupping his ear, I shout, Johnny B, you're gonna be all right. Everyone loves you. You hear me? Nice and easy, they haul him up. Nice and easy. You hear me, Johnny B? 2 months later, I said to the silent room, he wrote us a letter. Well, I walk now with a cane. Got a permanent limp, but I'm back in the world, gonna get married. Looking into the shadows, I said, we never heard from him again. There was only silence. Yeah. It's a short poem. A lot of profanity in this. The phrase to frag means to kill an American, usually an officer, at least in my experience. And you kind of roll a hand grenade under his bed, or there's a way to delay it, and he dies. The title of the poem is Quick Reactionary Force. The abbreviation for that is QRF. They are dumb fucks, stupid, and it serves them right. Assholes. Fucking assholes. In dry season, it gets so hot you cannot see straight. Everything shimmers as the living heat sucks the life right out of you. So the platoon, new to the area, goes out QRF. Weapons, ammo, 1 quart each, gets lost in the sun-bleached jungle, gets heat-stroked, gets found and choppered back to Compton. In the aid station, Captain Neal takes charge. Pig-faced, stink-breath Captain Neal tells medics, slit clothes, slap tape on the ringers, lactate, toss the sun-baked uniforms into the cooler, churn the ice, churn it. We slap the cold cloth back, the body sugar-shaped to life. Fucking amazing. Next day, we get hit. Mortars, rockets. Captain Neal stone-fuck drunk. So later we frag his ass. Frag him, can't walk, can't help the wounded. But we missed, he lived, that stopped that. But it didn't stop the war and the casualties. The dumb fuck casualties. They just kept coming. Thank you.